Hey, so before we get started on the video, we're about to go into July 2020 and a lot has happened. I just wanted to try to give some insight to things if people want to be involved with what's going on in terms of the Black Lives Matter movement and just getting any information, because there's a lot going on in the world and it feels kind of wrong to try to just create content as normal without trying to help in any way we can. So I just want to give some information if anyone's interested. If you're in the city of Los Angeles, you can look up _LA on Instagram to get information about protests and marches that are happening, going on for different things. Also follow Black Lives Matter on Instagram so that you can get more information. The only way we make change is if the people who aren't personally affected stand up for the ones who are personally affected. Whatever part we can do, whether it's spreading information, going out, voting, walking the streets, whatever part is that you play, we should play a part to help. So just want to say that before going into the video, and enjoy. Here is the story behind episode 3, choreographing my very first music video. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Shaboobs. I hope your quarantine is going well. I've been here chilling. I've got a story to tell. Oh my god. The story behind choreographing my first music video? First of all, it was a female artist, a Russian artist, and it was like kind of a EDM house European vibe. I'm choreographing for a female Russian artist to an EDM house dance track type vibe. What? This has got to be the weirdest gig I've ever got in my life, and turns out to be like one of my favorite gigs ever. Oh my god. So let me paint the scene. We'll take it back to like 2013. A friend of mine was working with a director who was also an artist. So at the time, him and I would help do choreography for his performances and then also help out on videos whenever he needed. So the director offered my friend this music video gig, and for whatever reason, he was unavailable to do it, so he passed it over to me. So then I get in contact with the director, and then I get all the specifics of it, and then I hear it's a female Russian artist and they want choreography to this song. Here's what's super funny. I thought this was hilarious. So they sent me reference videos of what they, I guess, wanted in terms of choreography. This is so hilarious. They sent me reference videos of Brian Puspos and Ian Eastwood. And first of all, I love Brian and Ian. I am a big fan and supporter of Ian Eastwood and Brian Puspos. They've influenced the community for years, so for sure I understood the influence, and I feel like I already kind of have been influenced by them. And so when they sent me them as reference, like I think they sent me Brian Puspos. Mind you, I'm doing this for a female Russian artist and they want all girls, and I believe they said they wanted heels. And then you hear the song. Hey, babe, let's rock the floor tonight. And then you try to match that video as a reference to those aspects. So I was like, okay, I'm already heavily influenced by them, so let's see what I can just go naturally do over here. First of all, the approach was I have to show them something that I'm thinking to the song once I heard the song. So I hear the song, I get a couple girls together at the time, I just kind of put something simple together. The idea was to try to be, in a music video, I try to keep it simple and clean. I don't know the level of the artist at the time. The idea was to keep it simple, keep it fun, keep it constantly moving and up tempo. So I get a group of girls together, I have them learn a little something. I think I did the first beginning of it, and oh my god, this is hilarious, guys. So this is the song. Yeah, this is it. This is hilarious. So yeah, I never thought that that would be something that I would be doing. And mind you, again, this is a female artist, international artist, all girls. I am not a girl, nor do I dance like one. Definitely don't dance in heels. So the first section that I did was just a little rough to send something to them to see how they liked it, and basically kind of like the audition of it. So once the rough of the choreo was approved, then we got to get into the business things. And here's some good lessons learned in this whole whole process that I'll definitely go into more in depth on an episode of Lessons Learned. But for sure, one of the key lessons learned in this situation was understanding the breakdown of your value and the cost. So when they asked for the rates, I had to think about, okay, how much is it gonna cost for just the choreography? How much is it gonna cost to teach the choreography, essentially rehearsals and, fees day up? I had to break down everything as well and include the dancers' rehearsal rates and the dancers' fees. Take that all into consideration. And again, you also have to, as a choreographer, one of the other things is if you don't have producers, you generally have to schedule your rehearsals. So I had to schedule out rehearsals, give them price point for what I thought the value was of all these rehearsals, and I basically kind of just let them choose how much. It's like, this is how much it's gonna cost per thing with it, all the things that you want, and then they find their nice middle ground. It's like, okay, this is how much we're gonna go for, which was honestly an amazing feeling to be given a budget or be able to work with a budget, because that's very situational. You're not often going to be given the opportunity to give a rate and then have a budget to work with. So it was an amazing feeling, an amazing opportunity to have that, because I got to charge for the first time a choreography rate that I felt was justified for all the work that we were putting in. And then the dancers all got a pretty good rate. I made sure that we didn't try to overdo anything with the dancers. I was trying to be really effective with her time. So that was a good lesson learned for sure. Another lesson learned on working with talent. First of all, you never know what level of talent you're gonna get. You have some artists who are amazing singers and performers, but maybe not the best with 8 counts and rhythms and this and that. So I was very fortunate that she was able to pick up choreography. She understood everything and it was great. She's not a dancer per se, but she is a performer. And so that was crucial and super helpful, because the idea is that you want to make the artist look good. So the lesson is to always make the choreography or the visuals around the artist. I had formations moving around. I had a lot of things that tried to make the artist be accented and accentuated so that the artist looks good. I mean, the music video is about the artist, and oftentimes you're not even gonna get full scene of the choreography. And then the other thing is just learning to be adjustable. For sure, there's a lot of things that are gonna happen, just in the process of figuring things out. And then once you get onto set, things are gonna change, and you're always gonna be tested. I had a moment where I was asked to see if I can do something with the drummers.
The leading goes 5, 6, 7, 8, boom! Do-do-do-do, do-do. Yeah.
Try to find a way to get them synchronized so that they can get a shot. And then with the dancers, actually the dancers did great. I mean, the dancers, you just gotta learn, it's a long waiting game.
That was great. I was like, you can't see.
It's a hurry up and wait game, because you have to set up lights, set up the scene, set up the whole set, and then you get started and you go and you go and you go, and then you wait again. But you also got to be prepared for any extra things to be filmed on set. We for sure filmed a lot of different little freestyles and stuff that they threw into the music video later. But I have to give major shots to the people who helped me in the choreography, because for sure, without them, I definitely would have had it. First let me say Alex Schween was a big help. She's one of my dancers. There was a breakdown of the song that's kind of the drum section, so for the sake of having choreography in case there's ever performance, I had a drum section of choreography with the dancers. So Alex helped with that.
I just turn over
And then I called up my friend David Slaney to help me with the rest of the choreography and to really make sure it can work with the girls in heels, because David Slaney is a heels teacher, he's a heels dancer, he's magnificent. He's a good friend of mine. I had to make sure that the choreography was doable in heels. So I called him up one day, I had him come up, we just worked on the piece. I showed him what I had and what I was thinking and what I was trying to do with it. Like, he helped me from the verses and the chorus, and then I had Alex help me on the breakdown of it. They were a major help. So they made this music video happen, and it was amazing. Like, I don't think I could have asked for a better experience for a first time. It really was an amazing experience. And here's another thing though, I will say, just a little tip. The budget paid for myself as a choreographer, my services, and it paid for the dancers. David helping me or assisting me with all the choreography, and I did ask David to come to set the day of the shoot so that he could also assist and be there for the girls as well. There was no budget for David. I'm the one that called him afterwards to help me out and assist me. So I paid David from my salary. I just think that that's fair because, you know, he's putting in the time and effort to help me, and I'm obviously making money off of this. I can put some away to help him. I just want to make sure and reiterate that anyone that you ask to help you, you should try to do something to help them. Now, you may not always be able to do it financially. I mean, David is a good friend and he probably would have done it for just the credit and the help and just for the experience. But I made sure that I wanted to give him a little bit of something for his help because you have to help the people that are helping you. So don't be mad at any of this old footage that I'm showing you. A lot of this is filmed on a GoPro Hero 3. Mind you, again, this is 2013. So I had Alex helping me out on the breakdown. We just went over and worked on it one afternoon. She had already learned the chorus from a previous rehearsal, and then we just kind of try to keep the same simplicity and cleanliness. So I worked on it with her, and then we went to rehearsal, and this is at the time that Nappy Tab Studios was still happening. Right now it's Fusion Force Studios, Fusion Force LA if you want to go check it out. And let me give a big shout out to my dancers that did this. Y'all rocked with me on this. I really appreciate y'all. I had Elana Kluner, I had Chelsea Corp, I had Lika, and I had Alex Schween. They were all amazing. The beauty of this is that I didn't really have to go audition anybody. I just hit up some talented girls that fit the look and the height. I was very lucky at the time that I had access to such talented women and they were all available. So we worked on it. I think we had, it looks like I had about 2 days of rehearsals that are covered. Here's that little drum section. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ha. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Try to do a little cannon effect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Try to make it really big and clean and a bit more visual than about a lot of dancing. So there's a little bit of holds and cannons and some staging moments. Wow. Not gonna lie, I'm proud of it though. For a guy that dances the way that I dance, this is so left field and not what I would do, and it was a fun experience. Actually, I have quite a few of these experiences that are very like unexpected left fields, but they're wonderful lessons learned and great experiences. Wow. This is hey woo 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 ka ba 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 wa wa home home. Yeah. Okay. Taking it back over here. Mr. Slaney picking me up. Look at this weird kids. Oh my god. It's like an iPhone 4. So, okay. I believe we were at the Poodle Parlor in LA. It's one of those spots in downtown LA that's pretty well known amongst filmmakers and people who location scout. People who rent locations apparently know about it. So obviously shoot days are long days. Luckily I think we only had a 1-day shoot for us. They had I think more for other performance stuff. It was pretty cool. They had a couple different shots set up, and obviously throughout the day they're gonna do as much as they can. They shot some stuff outdoors while we had some sunlight. Here, see. Here's where they asked me to try to do something. They asked me to try to synchronize something with the drummers to that drum section.
Yeah, we just gotta fake it. Okay. Truthfully, it's just fake it till we make it, because no one really is gonna know. Hollywood. But what we have to do is make it look in unison. So basically, we're playing it standing up, or are we gonna hold it any other way? Okay.
I think we're just standing.
All right.
So yeah, we worked on that for like 2 hours. It just turned into like close-ups of them at one at a time in slow-mo. So, you know, just always be prepared for whatever happens. They're gonna go for what is the best shot anyway, for what looks visually the best. I mean, these are the things you gotta be prepared for. So they had a spot. Here's something that always seems such a challenge on sets that no one really seems to talk about. In music videos, they seem to really love the wet floor look. So, you know, they'll wet the floor with water and they like to have lights shine off of it. It's a great look. It looks amazing. Not the best to dance in. Not the safest. Definitely not the easiest. Not good for your wardrobe, especially if you do anything on the floor. Add on top of that, heels. Again, most of this piece was, we made sure that you could do heels if you wanted to, but we knew there was an option to not do heels because you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, this place had a lot of cracks in the concrete, so it wasn't the safest thing to try to dance in heels on wet cement with cracked holes in it. But here's a scene of the girls just kind of freestyling with these tube strobe lights all banded up. I really love these. I need to get this light set up. That's our director, David Lehre, I believe. Yeah, here's a shot. And that's another thing you also got to remember with cameras, especially when they like close-ups. They just need movement. So if anything, they want hip movement, they want chest, like they want anything moving towards camera that's gonna be visual. As dancers, we'll try to get into using our feet and trying to groove at times. If they're doing close-ups, you need to be close, doing everything up, arms, wavy, like they need to see visual movement because that they're not getting a whole picture. The artist, Kristelle, amazing to work with. Enjoyed working with her. She was super open, super easy to work with. Like I wanted to make sure that she felt comfortable, and I felt like she was trying to do everything to make me feel comfortable with everything. So she was amazing to work with, great work ethic, and just professional the whole way around. It was an awesome having her and having that be the first time. I gotta say, this overall music video experience was a great experience. It was so unexpected, very left field. The circumstances it's just not something I would have ever expected to do. To choreograph an all-female piece for a female artist, especially for my first music video, to like a style of music that I don't necessarily like listen to. It's like that was such an experience. But I was super proud of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I actually like the choreo. I see everything that we're doing. I'm proud of the dancers. I'm proud of the assistants. Like, the whole thing was dope. I love the experience. Like, basically choreographing and dancing with my friends. Like, they were all my friends, and I was so happy to have them because everyone was super easy to work with and super supportive and super professional. So it was like all around one of the best experiences. Even though, again, it's not something I would ever do. Like, this doesn't even look like my choreography because I don't ever dance this kind of way. But to say that that's under my belt is really cool. Like, that was a great experience, and I'm happy to have done it. I'm just super grateful, man. It's dope. Like, my first music video was dope. I'm super grateful that for my first music video, it was such a good experience. I feel like we had a quality product. The music video came out great. Like, David did great, Kristelle did great, production was great, like everyone was great to work with. It was such a good experience. I could not have asked for a better first experience. And that is the story behind choreographing my first music video. When will the next one be? I don't know. Who knows? Will there be a next one? Who knows? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to follow me on all social media at Shaboobs. And thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, share if you enjoyed.